Hey everybody, Fran here from Rams Elite Fitness, and today we're going to take some time. It's going to be a longer video, but we're going to take on a very serious issue. Okay, stick with me, guys. It's something that's not being addressed. Everybody's scared to talk about it. Nobody wants to, mention that elephant in the room. No one wants to get serious and actually take on the issues. We're too busy trying to have fun and make money and the gamut besides actually tackling the problem. And that problem is actually our levels of overweight and obesity. Okay? It's astronomical. Okay? And that's saying it in a nice way. And since I'm in the fitness industry, I can tell you right now, most fitness professionals do not take your health seriously. They don't. They'll come on and they'll put on a happy face and say they are. But honestly, and I don't think they're doing it intentionally to take, to be neglectful about it. But they don't have their number one priority is not your health. It's their money, And at the end of the day, it is a business. And yeah, I want people to make profits. I'm not suggesting that they don't make profits and sacrifice for the greater good. That's not what I'm saying. But you got to understand where priorities lie, and for each individual, they're different. And I'm telling you right now, since I'm in the fitness industry, I see it firsthand from the perspective of the other side, from the gym, from the business side. And I'm telling you right now, a lot of people do not have health and actual improvement of their clients as their number one priority. Their number one priority is making that profit. And we will never solve this issue. Never. Until this gets taken care of. And it's got to start with a movement. Okay? I can't do it by myself. I sure as hell am going to fight for it. Because I believe in the people. I believe in clients. I believe in empowering them to become the best shape of their life. Okay? I believe, I mentioned the other day, if you looked at my Facebook, I believe in active fathers. I remember catching ball with my father in the backyard, growing up as a kid. Teaching me different pitches for baseball. Making me even tackle my brothers for football. I mean, he was an active part of my younger life. And without that, unfortunately, that's the reality. Is a lot of fathers are too sore to go outside and catch or run around with their kids. They're too tired after work. Their knees ache. Their low back aches. That's becoming a reality, and it's very, very unfortunate because I treasure the time that I had with my father outside playing sports. And I really am a big believer that most fathers and grandfathers can be active with the youngins of their family in the backyard. But we're not going to get there on our current path. It's definitely something that's lacking. So what I did was, we're going to do a screen video here, and I'm going to go through a couple of different things. And guys, trust me, stick with me. It gets very interesting. It's definitely empowering. I'm going to give you guys lots of knowledge, insight, just lots of information. I want you to just stick with me, please. Take some time. I don't know if it's going to be 15, 20 minutes, 10 minutes. Just stick with me. Set some time aside when you have it. Watch this video, and then we got to share it. We got to get on the ball on this because it's a huge issue, and just one man is not going to change it. Okay, I'm not going to power to change it. We got to start a movement with the people. Okay. Now the websites that I'm using here, I'm not picking on anybody. These people aren't even from Pittsburgh, so it's not like I'm going after my competition in the area and trying to make them look bad. I'm not, okay? I just would Google things and trying to find good examples of what I'm talking about, okay? So no diss to these specific people. I don't ever heard of you before, okay? I'm just, you're making good fools for me in my point, all right? This is unfortunately what we've come to in our country to try to tackle the obesity rate, okay? Classes, group exercise. People love doing it. People love opening up studios and doing it. And let me show you. Let me just scroll down here. This particular studio, here's what they're running. Let's just look at this. Look at this right here. This is unbelievable. Line dancing, jumper, hula hoop, ballet, twerking, sexy and flexy. There is so many programs here. This is the epitome of let's throw 30 darts on the wall and see what classes work and what don't. That's all this is here. This is not seriousness, in my opinion. This is not seriously trying to tackle the issue of obesity and overweight. This is a joke at that. Okay, what this is a studio and a fitness professional who wants to make things fun. They want to get people to join their classes because it's fun and people like to do it. And what that results in is a lot of money. That's what that results in. With all these classes, even if you just stick 5 people in each class at $10 a pop, I mean, if you just, you're going to make lots of money as a studio. So I want you to understand this again. Okay, could it be an extreme example? Sure. I'm sure not most places offer 20 different classes, but nonetheless, this is what most people have. This is their idea of what they think is a good studio. Let's just offer a lot of classes and let's just fill them up as fast as we can. That does nothing to tackle the actual issues, and instead creates an environment of what I think is actually a very dangerous trend, that people just open up group fitness classes and have nothing to do with solving issues, okay? Let me be frank as we turn here. This is a very serious issue. This is both the past and projected future of overweight rates in different countries. This isn't just a USA problem. Yeah, we're the worst. Look at us. In 2020, they're estimating between 70 and 80%. We're already here. Around 70%. Above 70%. I mean, and it's not just us. Look, England's up. Everybody is up. Everybody. So clearly, what we are currently doing and have been doing is not working. Not working from a fitness perspective. Okay? Look at this. By sex. I posted an article the other day about group fitness and specifically the women population. Okay? Women are by far the sex that signs up for group fitness classes. Okay, and I posted an article talking about whether most people in those classes do it for the actual physical activity and the health benefit, or if they do it for social aspects. It's a very, very good article. Check it out. It's on my Facebook if you have a couple minutes to read through. I thought it was very well done, and it addresses a big issue: are people doing things to actually get stuff done? Are we actually working out to get better, or what? Because I'll tell you what, it doesn't look like it. Men. 74% of men are either overweight or obese. That is absurd and an embarrassment. And I'm a man myself, and I'm embarrassed of that number. I am. It's ridiculous. And women, 64% overweight or obese. 36% of either gender is obese. Not just overweight anymore. I mean, this is more than 1/3 are obese. And look at this. Extreme obesity, 4 to 8%. 4 for guys, 8% for females. Why do we even have a category? Extreme obesity. This is absurd. To even have this category. This isn't some disease that you're born with and you're stuck with. This isn't, being born with something like mental retardation, Down syndrome, something you can't cure. This is strictly from personal habit. Yes, you may be disposed with genetics to being a little more overweight, but that is not absolute. Just because your parents are overweight doesn't mean you're automatically 100% going to be overweight. So, again, these numbers are just absurd, considering the fact that we are able to control this through just daily habits and good practices. So I want you guys to understand these numbers. This is a really serious problem. So again, stick with me. We're gonna get into this a lot more. I have a couple more tabs we're gonna go through. We're gonna tackle this, but I want you to understand how serious this actually is. I know everybody talks about it. Everybody talks. How overweight we are, how obese America is, blah blah blah. But they don't actually get into the issue of the numbers. Look at this and the seriousness of it, and to tackle the actual problems behind it. And again, it doesn't discriminate by race either. All races. All ages. I mean, it's no good. It's really not. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to go through a video. Again, don't know the place. I'm not picking out one group. It's just, it comes up on YouTube. This is what I searched for, and this is what I get. I don't know if they're in Pittsburgh. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. But we're going to go through this video, and I'm just going to point out some things to you from my perspective, where we're coming from as health professionals, what I feel we can and cannot do, and what you guys as the smart, educated client need to start looking for when it comes to fitness program. Because there are good ones, there are bad ones, and unfortunately we have a lot of bad ones, and we've got to filter through those and find something that's going to actually achieve results. All right, cue the video up. All right, pause. So the first thing we got, catchy names. Okay, if you go to a place and they have generic names, okay, body pump, boot camp, circuit training. If it's just a very generic name, the main component of that fitness program, the main idea behind it is to get as many people in there as possible from a wide variety of people. Just fill it up and get the hourly rate going. Okay. I've just launched 2 programs at our gym. We've got 2 programs. Okay, I don't have 20 programs for group exercise. I have 2. Okay, and the difference between this kind of group exercise and what I'm going after and what me and Joe at Mac Gym are going after, we're going after a very specific population with a very defined goal, and we'll get there at the end. But I just want you to understand, number one, when they have generic names and it sounds like they're just trying to get a lot of people into it, that's exactly what they're doing, okay? Continue. Okay, so first off, from the fitness perspective, here's your trainer in the front with the little headset thingy, and 15 people in the class or so, whatever. I don't know how wide the room is. There is no way, as a trainer up here, especially when the ones that are doing the exercises with them, there's no way that this individual is able to maintain an eye on every single individual in this class to ensure form is enforced and done properly. It's impossible. It's not a diss on any trainer. It's just a fact. There's no way you're watching that many people and ensuring someone has good form and or being properly challenged. Think about it here. Like, this lady is not going to be the same fitness level as perhaps this lady. And this one's not the same as this one. They're all different. And to just assume that they're going to have one weight the whole time and be effectively challenged from one workout, again, not realistic. Not realistic. Maybe hard for her to do 20. Maybe it's hard for this lady to just do 8. Or this lady to do 8. You know, that's the problem with group fitness, is that there's too many different variables going on, and they're not specific enough to tackle one population of people. And again, it's just impossible to watch the entire room to make sure everybody's getting a good workout and doing it properly and safe. And before you want to jump on Golden Sneakers, I'm a huge fan of Golden Sneakers. This is for older populations to get some activity. So even though it looks silly, trust me, it's better. At that age, you're kind of limited in what you can do. So I'm all for the Golden Sneakers, by the way. I have no issue with grouping older people together and just get them moving, keep them active, keep those joints loose. No issues with that. All right, let's skip around a little bit here. All right. All right, good enough. You get the idea of what that was about, though, right? Okay, that was simply just, they call it strength training, too. You're not actually going to be able to strength train in that group, that segment population with that many people. You're not going to be able to change weights around enough to actually train for strength. But that's just an example. Let's put a video together. Let's play cool music. Let's show a lot of people working out, a lot of different exercises, and let's sell that. And people buy into that just from the video perspective. Now, this one here, I found, again, don't know them. They're based in Minnesota somewhere. So, again, not even my competition in the area, nowhere near me. But nonetheless, I can't help when I stumble across a video like this not to show, from my perspective and my feeling. I'm very strong. I have very strong opinions. People may say, Fran, you're coming on too strong, man. You're yelling too much. Look, this is passion. I'm not going to tone this down. I can't tone it down. I can't get on board with, being politically correct or being, being nice to everybody. That's not me. My opinions are very strong. Go read my articles. I call out people all the time, and I'll go through their articles and find errors. That's just what I do. Okay, when I'm passionate about something. When everybody, it's not just me. When anybody's passionate about something, they have very strong opinions about it, and that's just the way it is. And I'm never going to tone it down. But Okay, well, let's get into this video. Again, it's just called, it's just some studio in Minnesota. Don't know them.
So, what's in this name? Shed. Oh, the shed. It's kind of a homonym, right? So it's a place, and it's also a verb. It's something that happens, right? Shed.
Okay, so this, pause here for a second. This is actually one of my big issues with group fitness. If they were advertised, and if their main purpose behind group fitness classes were a lot more focused. For instance, a cycling class. If you have a cycling class or a spin class, and your main goal in aspect of that class is maybe it's an introduction to fitness, okay, or to get people interested in biking, or what have you there. That's fine. I'm okay with that. But this is a concept that I have issues with. Okay, they're insinuating shed, okay, to shed body fat, obviously, right? To get rid of something not wanted, okay, body fat. These group fitness classes all go after fat loss. And if you again, we look at the numbers, there's a lot of people looking for fat loss, okay, and rightly so. But these classes will never get you there. And again, we're going through these videos to try to show you that from the training perspective, there's no way that they're accurately enforcing things to create an accurate environment for people to actually lose fat. All right? And at the end, I'll show you what we're looking to do with group fitness. I'll show you how you're supposed to do it. Okay? But this just really bugs me. Everybody goes after fat loss. Zumba, fat loss. Pilates, fat loss. Everybody's after fat loss. And they're not good at creating environments for fat loss. Zumba, sure, it's fun. It's better than doing nothing. Dancing, cool. I get you. Okay, that may be fun for you. It's better than doing nothing. I understand that. But to sit there and say that you're going to lose all the body weight that you want to get off and to get the best shape of your life doing just Zumba, it's not going to happen. I know it may, I may sound very straightforward with it, and maybe it's controversial. Whatever. I'm telling you, it's not going to happen. But everybody markets towards that. Everybody wants to market towards fat loss. Everybody does, and they don't have the best methods to get there. That's my issue with it. Not the goal of fat loss, but would you construct an environment that comes true? That personal training for fat loss. If it's one-on-one, you have my absolute attention. We can focus on fat loss. It's one-on-one. We can get higher intensity, and I can accurately gauge what's hard for you, what's not hard for you. Make things hard for you when maybe you would have skipped by on a group class. You can get away with it if you're in the back. All right? Continue.
10 seconds, you guys. You can do anything for 10 seconds.
Katie and Spencer Lewin started the Shed Fitness Studio.
All right. Just to stop there. Our personal trainers nowadays, they're just turning into cheerleaders. And that's something, again, I have an issue with. If my clients will tell you, my style is not drill sergeant. I don't yell the whole time. I don't motivate you every 3 seconds. That's not my goal. Where I really come off is I like the programming aspect of personal training. I like making the program challenging. I think you understand that you only have, if I say 10 seconds left, I think you understand that you're going to push it for that final 10. You're not going to just stop. Okay, I think that's obvious. But our trainers need to be more concerned with the actual programs in which they're teaching than trying to be loud and exciting. Okay, that's just my opinion, but again, we're not getting into the things that actually work. Our trainers are just turning into these cheerleaders that just yell and motivate and run around the room like crazy and work out with you now apparently, and don't actually focus on the things that they need to focus on, which is proper technique, safety, and then accurate levels of challenge. Everybody's different. You got to find what's challenging for somebody and push them.
Studio back in 2009, built on a foundation of brick and sweat. The philosophy is fairly simple.
We love to have fun here at the Shed.
Yeah, and that's the issue. That is the issue. Fun. Going to the gym, working out, fitness. That is not fun. Is it fun to go to the doctors? Is it fun to go to the dentist? Friend, you're getting crazy. I know. Well, that's just how I feel about stuff. This is called passion. If you don't like it, then turn it off. But there's some serious things we got to tackle. I mean, this is not just one group either. Again, this is not like this is 1 out of 10 fitness studios. This is the majority. This is the majority. You know, is this fun? This chart shows the top rates of mortality by cause: high blood pressure, tobacco use, glucose, physical activity, overweight and obesity, high cholesterol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 of the top 6 are related to becoming overweight, obesity, not working out, poor nutrition. 5 of the top 6. That's not fun, is it? That's serious. The fact that we have 5 of the top 6 deaths are preventable, and the fact that they still remain high, that is an issue. And that is one we need to get serious about. Enough of the fun. If you want to take a group fitness class for fun, by all means, I understand. It's fine. Take 1 or 2 a week. You should have your outlets to get fun and to let off stress. But you need to have a serious component. You can't just do those 2 or 3 times a week and think that's how you're going to get into shape and get better and get healthy. Continue, please.
We don't take ourselves too seriously, but we will.
I know. Look, see, we understand that. I understand that you don't take yourself seriously. I do, because you know why? This is serious. This is showing projections of our children with our current rates of overweight obesity. And I take this very serious. This isn't fun. This isn't funny. This is what you want your kid to look like? Again, listen, I'm not fat shaming. Don't pull that. I'm just saying we all want healthy children. This is a really real reality for the future. Is this what you want? Because I sure as hell don't. And we're not going to solve this issue by acting like this. And again, no offense to you guys personally, but look, you got to get serious. I'm here to be serious in this industry. I want to solve issues, help people. I believe in people. I believe that us as a population can control this issue. We can do this. It ain't me. I'm not solving it. We're solving it. If anything, I'm empowering my clients to achieve that result. I'm not doing it for them. I'm not. And I will never take credit. I'm not going to thrust out one of my clients out there for the purpose of putting myself above them. That's not my issue. When I put up testimonials, I want people to see that what we can achieve as a partnership, as a relationship together, we can achieve results. It's not me. There's people out there that want to work hard. They're sick of being overweight. They're sick of it. They've tried a million things. And they're sick of it. I believe in those people. I want to reach those people. Continue, please.
Deliver serious workouts.
Again, I just want to point out a contradiction. You say you're fun. We don't take ourselves too serious, but we have serious workouts. Guys, it's just the logic that people are using. Just pointing out the contradiction.
The Shed is a boutique-style fitness studio. You only pay for the classes you want to take. And with all the options, you'll be hard-pressed not to find the right fit for you.
3, 2, 1, go!
Bulk up with body pump, or perhaps yoga is more your thing. TRX will whip you into shape. And Shed Circuit, well, that is one way to really mix things up.
So there you go. So you have a studio that is completely comprised of just classes. Got a cajillion classes. The fact that there's classes for different pieces of equipment, that's absurd. What? Should I start a dumbbell class? Huh? Should I start a treadmill class? How about a toilet class? Let's go use the bathroom while we're at it. That's absurd. Okay, and again, the idea is these people offer a million classes. You find one you like, you get into it. They fill it up with bodies. They run the classes. You sweat a little bit. You feel good about yourself. And, they take $10 or whatever their fees are. Here's some math for you. If somebody does, if they get a class of, I did this the other day, so if the numbers aren't exactly right, it is what it is. But these studios, $10 per person, between 15, 20 people per class, 10 people a class, whatever. They offer about 4 to 5 a day. They run that 5 days a week. These studios make $300,000 plus a year. And let me ask you something. For that money coming in, what value do they provide? How many people truly get into the shape that they're looking to get into from these kind of studios? That's a very real question I have for you. I'm sure everybody's out there at a time or two is taking a class, a fitness class, boot camp, something like that. How many of you actually have achieved your ideal result? How many of you are still there 2 or 3 years later, spinning your wheels, not where you want to be? So I'm going to show you. They make a lot of money. They charge you cheap. Yeah, it's cheaper than personal training. Yeah, it is. I understand that personal training can be expensive. But what's the price? What do you put the price of becoming the best shape of your life? I wrote an article, and I'll link to it. The number one investment should be your health. People invest in retirements, 401ks. They're not even guaranteed to be around to actually use that money when they get to that age. They're not. Nobody wants to invest a couple $100 now a month into your health to ensure that you live a healthy life. Nothing's a guarantee. You can be hit by a car any day of the week. But I just showed you the top 5 of the top 6 causes of death are preventable by exercise and nutrition. It's time to get serious, guys. It really is.
Cardio and strength-based. We do stations and we use all sorts of fun tools.
Okay, I can't take it. I can't. I can't. I've had enough. There's only so much I can take. And again, look at these charts, guys. It's a serious thing. I'm not doing it to scare you. It's reality, and people aren't awake to it. It's mind-numbing. We're too busy on Facebook talking about Caitlyn Jenner. Too busy talking about the NFL season starting. Too busy talking about social media and different experiments people are doing on you. Whatever. But this isn't a serious issue, and it needs to be. Yeah, we all know it's not good to be overweight. But what are you doing about it? Do you want to become one of the, somebody that fits into one of these categories when you're 45, 60, 50? You want to be in there? Is that really where you want to be? I don't. I don't think you guys do either. How many of you would love to be an active grandparent? I'm not asking you to run a marathon, but you can be out in the backyard, play with the kids, shovel, do your own driveway in the winter, garden. You can be active. You don't have to settle for, well, I'm getting old and out of shape. I'm done working. You don't got to settle for that. Let me talk briefly what we're doing at Mac Gym. So Rams and Elite Fitness is partnered with Mac Gym. It's a location up here, Route 19, right off the Warrendale exit, right off 79, 2 lights away, right on the main drag. It's a real gym, guys. Period. I would not look. I'm giving you my guarantee. I would not partner with somebody who I thought was one of these other studios, just another studio. This is a real gym. We get stuff done here. You come in, you bust your ass for your hour. You're actually coached through a workout, one-on-one. If you do personal training, there's other options. But you're actually taken care of. Your needs are number one. Again, I want you to understand that. We believe in you guys. You guys make us work. By you paying for personal training, you let our facility run. But really, it's a business. I get it, right? I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm making, $10 a year, okay? But listen to me. That's not my number one priority. If only you really knew right now how many hours I'm putting in on a weekly basis, daily basis. My number one priority is not my hourly rate. I assure you of that. My girlfriend will assure you of that. My number one goal is helping people. And the only way to help people is for me to put in the time now to establish ourselves. Get our name out there. Let the ideas flow. Understand why we're existing. I'm existing to help people. Number one. My salary, that will come in time. I'm not worried about that. That is not my number one goal. I don't care about my hourly rate. I care about helping people. And I believe people are out there looking for something like this. They're looking for somebody like this. An organization like that. Where they really feel appreciated. They really feel that they're out to be helped. They just need a guide. I don't believe people are lazy. I don't. I used to think that way when I was younger. I don't think that anymore. I've seen too many real cases to think that's the real problem. I think people are out there, they're looking for things to help get them into shape. But they're so often misguided by selfish people and selfish goals of other fitness industries, or the fitness professionals. They're just simply misguided, and then they get angry and mad, and they drop out for 3 years and don't want to trust anybody. Then they come back to me, and they're finally ready to trust, and I'm trying to get them on the right page. Let them know, I'm for you. We're for you. Check out the gym, guys. You can just tell, look, it's not LA, it's not one of those chain gyms. It's not LA Fitness. It's not a Snap Fitness. There isn't air conditioning blowing out at 30 degrees on your face. Just look at this. This is our second level. It's multiple levels. It's hard work. Okay, I want people to sweat. You come into work at this place. Boxing program. We have a half acre behind our place for field training and footwork. This is what I'm about right here. That sums me up. Sums up Mac Fitness or Mac Gym where we're at. It sums us up what we're trying to do. We have a whole host of ways to help you too. And it's not offering 10 different classes. We have two classes, that's it. If you don't fit into the specific population of those classes, then it's not for you. We have other options. But I'm not sitting here trying to get 80 people into one room, work everybody out for 1 hour, and make $700 an hour. That is never the goals. Real briefly, the two programs we're offering, Midlife Muscle, it's for men only. Typically, I'd say between 35 and 65, whatever. I'm not going to turn someone away if they're 34. Middle-aged guys. Look, if you're out there, you used to be a former athlete, you used to be active, you've never been active, it doesn't matter. If you're a middle-aged guy who's out of shape and or just sick of excuses, you want to find a way to get back in shape or the best shape of your life, period, Midlife Muscle's for you. $125 a month, 3 workouts a week with other men, yelling, swearing, throwing stuff, moving stuff. 5:30 in the morning, Monday, Wednesday, Friday only. 3 classes every week. Expect you to be there on almost every single one of them. Every single one of them expect you to be there. $125 a month. That's it. You get 12 workouts. That's great. That's fantastic. For your price. I mean, it's a fraction of personal training. It's group fitness. It's a little bigger, but again, I want to show you the difference between what we're offering and what the general population is offering. I just showed you what they're offering. They're offering you a fun time. Run around, sweat a little bit. What I'm offering you is a segue into the healthy part of your lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle. If you come to Midlife Muscle, it's month to month. You don't sign up for 6 months at a time. You don't sign up for 3 months at a time. You pay every month. If you do 2 months, and the goal is I want to transition you. You don't got to stay in that program. That's ultimately kind of not what I want you to do. If you come to Midlife Muscle, after about 3 months, I would love for you guys to go get an open gym membership at our place and pay then $55 a month. And with some of the guys you meet in class, you guys get together. Now you guys work out together. I want it to be like a transition. Or maybe you find out that, there's more specific areas that you want to really focus on and you want to get some personal training after that. Or some more advanced techniques that a personal trainer can challenge you with. Maybe you transition to that. But it's a transition. I don't want this to be a program where you just come mindlessly 3 times a week every month, forever. No, that's not the goal. The goal is to help you, get you reintroduced to fitness. And that's what I'm saying. I don't care if you've been a former athlete for college or if you're completely brand new, have never worked out in your entire life. It doesn't matter. I actually like guys that are new. I love that. I love that spirit that those guys bring, whether they're new and eager. I love that. Or even if you're nervous, fine, I love that. Come, this is the best thing you're going to do for yourself. Do you want to be just ask yourself, do you want to be an active father in your lifetime? You want to play with your kids, go to their games, practice with them in the backyard? How about when you're a grandfather? Do you want to be somebody that just gives up and goes to the wheelchair? Or you want to be somebody who's actually walking around? I train a guy now, he's 94. 94 years old. He's walking around gardening, driving. He's not going to the wheelchair. He's not going to give up and just say, oh, I'm getting old and out of shape. He's not going there. You don't have to. That's what I'm offering. Again, Midlife Muscle, $125 a month. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5:30 a.m. only. It's a very specific population, middle-aged guys. Only at that time. We're not offering cajillion classes. We just want to reach a lot of guys. We just want to reach a lot. Get you guys back into fitness. Second program, Train, Compete, Win. It's a high school athletic program. Mainly catered towards people in the off season. 9th through 12th only. Again, very specific population. If you're, 9th to 12th grade, we want you. Joe's background, strength and conditioning. My background's athletics and strength and conditioning. I interned at a college program. I see how they're run. They're run as a group fitness. There's one head strength and conditioning coach, maybe an assistant, and the team comes in. 20 to 30 guys come in. And that's how we're going to run the program. It's essentially like open gym. The athletes would come in from 3 to 7 or 3 to 6, whatever the hours. We've yet to finalize that, but you come in at a certain time period after school or go home and eat dinner, then come. It's personal training in terms of your program. Every high school athletes program will be completely individualized, completely. You have your own workout program. You're not doing the same as somebody next to you, but you come in, you have your program, everything's tracked on apps. You come in, you get your workout in, and me and Joe oversee the program. We're there for safety. And again, that's $125 a month as well. And that's 3 to 4 times a week, Monday through Thursday, depending on how advanced the person needs it. But again, that's done at a fraction of personal training because it's in a group-like setting, and instead of sitting there and hogging the money, we're passing that savings on to the client. That's why we're able to offer such a low price for it and make it affordable, is because we want to reach. That's our main goal. We want to reach people. With 70% of people being overweight or obese, we're trying to just reach people. Okay? And again, it's completely individualized, the Train, Compete, Win program. As a high school athlete, that's the logical sequence of events that takes place before you can win. I was lucky enough to be part of a great staff and a great team at North Catholic. We won the state championship for football in 2013. I was part of what had to happen in order to get to that elite level. My own eyes. I took part in it. You have to train. If you're not training as a high school athlete, the competition is getting a leg up on you. They're going to beat you. They're going to be physically stronger than you. Just from the athletic perspective, they're going to beat you. So you got to train. You got to train. Nowadays, it's a necessity. And this is an affordable option. Yeah, you might not be able to provide a personal trainer to your kid, but get in this program. It's affordable. Once you actually train, then you're now competing with the other athletes. Now the high school area, now you're being able to compete with those guys who before may have eclipsed you in terms of athletic ability. You're able to compete with them. And then finally, it's win. We'll teach you how to do that too. That's a lot to do with mindset too. But once you're able to actually compete with people and you're feeling good mentally about it, then you can beat them and you're ultimately win. So Midlife Muscle, Train, Compete, Win, both $125 a month. Very specific group training. It's not just random boot camps or circuit classes just to get your money. No. There's very specific goals behind them. And I'm happy to put my name on those programs, along with Joe. We're both happy to put our name on them and represent ourselves behind those. We're not scared. We're not embarrassed by them. We're very, very happy that we have those programs. Those are the only 2 we have. I ain't looking to add 4 more. That's it. That's the only thing that's on my radar, those 2 classes right now. But at the gym, we have other options. Open gym memberships, $55 a month, or you can pay $125, and that gets you 3 months. Personal training we have, and then there's a boxing aspect. Guys, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Reach out. Ask me questions. I'll be more than happy to share what kind of options we have. You know, if you come to us and you're a high school athlete, and for whatever reason, you know, you can't make that timing thing. Well, maybe that program's not for you. Maybe we try to find you something. Or maybe you only want, if you're in season, right? If you're in season, you don't want to do three to 4 workouts a week. Trust me, you don't. So that program, Train, Compete, Win, is not for you. Maybe we look at getting you personal training once a week to maintain your strength through the season. And then once you're out of season, we can transition to that program. Trust me, I'm looking out for the people. I believe in you guys. I want you to understand. I'm doing what's in your best interest. I'm not going to just filter you to our most expensive program to get the most money out of you. That'll never happen. Now, never. It will never. And if you feel that ever does happen, call me out, please. Call me out. Again, guys, thanks for listening. It's a long video. It's probably the most important video you're going to watch this week. And I'm not doing it to pat myself on the back. I'm doing it for you guys. Like, the information that we just went over, the most important thing you're going to watch probably all week. So much better than watching the Kardashians on TV or watching a football game. Trust me, I love football, and I can't wait. But, again, do not hesitate to reach out to me. Email, Facebook, phone number, whatever you got to do. Get a hold of us. Find something for you guys that's actually going to work. Find a fitness program. We have a 70% of the population that needs attention, needs help. Let's get after it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.